Some people tend to think that I was born in 2005 when I was appointed as the national director. And my life ended in 2007 when I was suspended. You know, I just thought that perhaps I needed to share my little story. A story that I hope we'll be able to identify with, so that we can make this a better country. So I'll share with you how I grew up, talk about my parents who influenced me as I was growing up, not in the dusty streets of New Brighton, Port Elizabeth, because our streets were tarred when I was born there. Those early influences, when I was a choir boy in church, when I joined the Boy Scouts movement, on my own, I promised to do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to help other people at all times, and to obey the Scout law. All the values that were taught as a Scout helped to shape my outlook. I talk about the early influences at the political level, Black consciousness movement, influenced by the likes of Bani Bijana and Sistine Zabijana in New Brighton. Mapetla Mohapi, Ukuputso Tiro, Tenjiwe Mtinso, Professor Harry Nengwengulu, and a number of people. And also what made me join the struggle for our national liberation. What pushed me in that direction. My participation at university, what I did, and perhaps didn't do. My life in exile, as a young, impressionable cadre of the ANC and Umkhondo Wesizwe, undergoing military training, coming back for underground operation in South Africa. Influenced by the likes of Chris Sandy, Tozamila Bota, Lihlonolo Muloi, was a general, late general now. And then, of course, this is a period a period basically pre-liberation. Actual struggle, involvement. I talk about the painful story of Sizwe Kondile, very close friend of mine. We went to the initiation school together. We shared a number of painful moments, emotional moments. How I was abducted. He was abducted by the security police in Lesotho, driven to the Eastern Cape. How he was beaten up, tortured, driven to Komati Port in the then Eastern Transvaal, near the Mozambican border. How he was poisoned, shot in the head. They bent him, put his body on a pile of food, whilst they were having braai and beer. Painful story of Sizwe Kondile, which is a story I wanted also to tell. But also it's a story about how we need to make the necessary connections. The dialectical link before liberation, during the process of the struggle, what we were committed to, what we had hoped we would do on coming back to South Africa, a liberated South Africa, linking it up with post-1994 period, where the government That's why I say the question of ethical leadership, responsible leadership. Actually, ethics is only mentioned once in our constitution. Section 96, when it deals with the question of the executive, the cabinet. But ethics underpin the entire document. And incidentally, the ethics code was signed by our current president. And countersigned by the late Professor Asman. This was in 2000. But the act itself, the members of ethics, Members of Executive Ethics Act was adopted in 1998.